Hi guys, so with it being my 25th birthday today, I thought I would do something a little bit different and something just a little bit special. So I thought to myself, what can I do that I've not really seen many people do out there? So I thought I would look back over the 25 years that I've been alive and kind of go through all the major news stories and everything that's kind of gone on whilst I've been alive. So here we go, I present to you the 25 years of Jonesy.
Nelson Mandela freed after 27 years. Iraqi troops invaded Kuwait starting the Gulf War. East and West Germany finally reunited. The Witch resigns as Prime Minister. The Simpsons debut on Fox. The Hubble Space Telescope is launched. Mr Bean debuts on UK TV. Aldi, Poundland and Netto all open their first stores in the UK. Stephen Hendry becomes the youngest ever World Snooker Champion at the age of 21. On the 3rd of August, the UK witnesses a heat wave with peaks of 37.1 degrees in temperature.
Sorry, Mum.
The Channel Tunnel finally meets between England and France. Future Harry Potter star Emma Watson is born. Muppet creator Jim Henson, famous author Roald Dahl, and all-round entertainer Sammy Davis Jr. pass away. Liverpool win the First Division. West Germany win the World Cup in Italy. England's penalty woes begins in the quarter-finals against Germany, and Gaza has his tears. Driving Miss Daisy wins Best Picture at the Oscars. Emma represents the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest with Give a Little Love Back to the World and finishes 6th with 87 points. MC Hammer was telling us that we can't touch this. Pavarotti hit the charts with Nessun Dorma, and Vanilla Ice had his one and only hit with Ice Ice Baby. The Gulf War finally ends. Nirvana releases Smells Like Teen Spirit. Dances with Wolves wins Best Picture at the Oscars. Inquest into the deaths of 96 at Hillsborough records accidental death. Helen Sharman becomes first British person in space. The Witch stands down from Parliament. First sumo tournament held outside Japan at the Royal Albert Hall in London. Bryan Adams and Everything I Do It For You breaks records with 16 weeks at number 1. PC World first opens. British hostage Terry Waite released in Lebanon after 4.5 years. Queen frontman Freddie Mercury dies at age 45 after AIDS-related illness. And Def Leppard guitarist Steve Clark dies at age just 30 after a drug overdose. Arsenal win the First Division. Ed Sheeran was born. Samantha Janus represents the UK at Eurovision Song Contest with A Message to Your Heart and finishes in 10th place with 47 points. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System released by Nintendo. Chesney Hawkes was our one and only. Right said Fred were too sexy. And Michael Jackson told us it doesn't matter if we were black or white. Rodney King riots in Los Angeles. Bill Clinton elected as President of the United States. CDs take over cassettes as preferred choice of listening to music. The Duke and Duchess of York split up. The Conservatives win their 4th successive term after the general election under John Major. 65 people injured by IRA bomb in the centre of Manchester. Prince Charles and Lady Diana separate. Denmark win the European Championships. Leeds United win the last First Division Championship before the Premier League is introduced. Great Britain and Northern Ireland win 20 medals, including 5 gold at Barcelona Olympics. Comedians Frankie Howerd and Benny Hill die just 24 hours apart. Silence of the Lambs wins Best Picture at Oscars. Michael Ball represents the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest with One Step Out of Time and finishes 2nd on 139 points. Whitney Houston was always loving us. Billy Ray Cyrus had an achy breaky heart. And Michael Jackson was wanting to heal the world. Bombings at the car park in the World Trade Center in New York. Actor River Phoenix dies at age just 23 from a drug overdose. Princess Diana withdraws from public life. Video games given age ratings for the first time. Julian Clary jokes about fisting Norman Lamont at the British Comedy Awards. Actress Audrey Hepburn dies at age 63. And comedian Les Dawson dies at the age of 62. Unforgiven wins Best Pictures at the Oscars. Man United win the first Premier League. England failed to qualify for the 1994 World Cup in America. Sonia represents the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest with Better the Devil You Know and finished 2nd with 164 points. Nelson Mandela elected President of South Africa. The IRA declares a ceasefire in Northern Ireland. American sports star and actor O.J. Simpson arrested for murdering his wife. Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain commits suicide at age 27. The Channel Tunnel is officially opened. Tony Blair becomes the leader of the Labour Party. Lidl opens its first British stores. The first UK National Lottery draw takes place. Future Olympians Tom Daley and Ellie Simmons are born. Former US Prime Minister Richard Nixon, ex-football manager Sir Matt Busby, actor Peter Cushing, and entertainer Roy Castle all pass away. The Sega Saturn and Sony PlayStation make their debuts in Japan. Brazil win the 1994 World Cup in America. Man United retain the Premier League. Great Britain and Northern Ireland win 2 bronze medals at the Winter Olympics. Schindler's List wins Best Picture at the Oscars. TV show Friends debuts on NBC in America. TV show The Vicar of Dibley first airs. Europe's first inverted roller coaster Nemesis opens at Alton Towers. Francis Ruffell represents the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest with Lonely Symphony and finishes 10th on 63 points. Wet 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 spend 15 weeks at number 1 with Love Is All Around. E17 wanted us to stay another day. And D-Ream told us that things can only get better. 168 killed in Oklahoma bombing. O.J. Simpson found not guilty of murdering his wife. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opens in Cleveland. Serial killer Fred West commits suicide in prison. The Queen Mother is believed to be the oldest patient to receive a hip replacement at the age of 95. Writer and comedian Peter Cook, comedian Kenny Everett, and notorious gangster Ronnie Cray all pass away. Man United star Eric Cantona performs a kung fu kick at a spectator at Crystal Palace. Blackburn Rovers win their first ever Premier League title. The Nintendo 64 is released in Japan. Forrest Gump wins Best Picture at the Oscars. James Bond returns to the big screen after 6 years with GoldenEye and Pierce Brosnan. Love City Groove represent the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest with Love City Groove and finished 10th with 76 points. Take That We're Back for Good. Coolio was in A Gangster's Paradise. The Rednecks introduced us to Cotton Eye Joe. Mad cow disease outbreak. US rapper Tupac dies at age 25 after a drive-by shooting. GM food goes on sale in the UK. Princess Diana and Prince Charles finally divorce after 3 years of separation. The Dunblane massacre takes place where 16 children are killed. Fire in the Channel Tunnel. Singer Ella Fitzgerald and Doctor Who star John Pertwee both pass away. UK group Take That split up. Gina G represents the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest with Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit and finishes 8th on 77 points. Braveheart wins Best Picture at the Oscars. Tamagotchi's released. The PlayStation sells its 20 millionth unit since launch. England hosts Euro 96. More penalty woes for England in the semi-finals. Germany go on to win the tournament. Man United win the Premier League. Great Britain and Northern Ireland win 15 medals including 1 gold at the 96 Atlanta Olympics. Peter Andre had a mysterious girl. The Spice Girls asked if we wanted to be their lover.